Hey guys, it's your girl V Styles. So I'm back at you again. If you guys were able to catch the video from earlier, I took you through a tour of my horrible home that is being flipped. But now down to the personal. I think that's what you guys come for because you guys like a lot of tea and gossip. Y'all shady boots anyway. As you can see, I took my lashes off because y'all didn't let your girl know that like her lashes was halfway hanging on. But they were the magnetic strips, which I actually like better. But those was like hanging on to their lash thread. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, because I had to cut them because they were too long. But yeah, magnetic strips, if you are someone like me who can't put on the regular ones or the glue be all the way up here and the lash be up here or one lash be here, one lash be here, like I ain't got time for that. So the magnetic strips, everything. Not the one with the liner. Because they have some where it's like the liner is magnetic and I don't know about that because I feel like in 10 years they're going to have one of them little commercials come on. If you are using magnetic liner, you may now be blind. Call us for your free consultation on how to win some money. Like, yeah, I ain't got time for that. So I'm going to do the little, it's like tiny magnets on it. Easier. But anyway, it is renovation day. We did the demo as you saw in the previous video. We gutted out the kitchen. So maybe I'll lose this little double chin I got here. Because but I moved here in like middle of September. And, I feel like I've been losing weight. Because the first month I ate out every day. But then money got low because I was like, I can't eat and renovate. So, I think I'm going to lose weight because I have to pace myself on eating. I can't eat out every day. And I'm starting to get sick and tired of outside food. So I got to figure something out because I have no kitchen right now. But hopefully by Christmas, I will have a kitchen. That is my goal, to really have it done by my birthday, which is December 2nd. But if not, by Christmas, because I do want to do like a pajama thing at my home for my friends, the people that I like, But anywho, getting down to the nitty gritty, because I know you guys are tired of hearing me talk. Renovations in my life. What has been going on since the last time we spoke and I was in my feelings? No lie, I low-key made a video that I'm not sure if I want to post yet because it was a Saturday that just passed and I was in my feelings once again. It's hard, it's really hard. I wrote a post earlier this month about waiting, and really what it boiled down to and it was saying was like, we know that God has something great for all of us. What he has for you, what he has for me is greater and much more perfect than we can give ourselves. Like, we will sit here and our goal is to get a Mercedes Benz. And God's like, if you just wait on me, I got a Tesla that you about to get with no down payment. Like, just wait. But it'd be like, Jesus, your wait time don't be like 24 hours. And that's the problem that I be having. Like, you be on some wait 2 months to a year, 2 years, and also let me prepare you before I give it to you. And I'll just be on some, can you just give it to me now and prepare me later? Like, I don't understand. This is why me and Jesus, like, me and God be going back and forth. He always win, of course. But I be trying. Like, maybe I could get the car now. Maybe. Just maybe. If it get repo later, at least I got it now. But, yeah. So, as you can see, because I'm going through renovations, I'm legit sitting in my dining room chair, which I covered in saran wrap because I had no more plastic. Because homeboy kept all this dust in that room is just like powder all over my floor. And I'm like, I'm telling you, I'm OCD, so it's a problem. It's a problem in here. But yeah, Back to my life. I was in my feelings Saturday because I was just really thinking. And one thing I can say is that I am, whoa, did my computer just go out on me? The blood of Jesus. Satan, you will not take this video over. Anywho, like I was saying, I've been going through a lot lately. Let's start from the beginning. In the beginning, God created Vicky, and he created a bunch of niggas. And these niggas did not treat me the way that they should. So, I just had a few months back, way back into time, I had a horrible breakup. I don't know if it was like horrible, but he did me real dirty, y'all. I feel he did me dirty. Outside looking in, y'all would feel he was doing me dirty, but you know men don't never. They don't get it unless it's them. But yeah, it was like really bad. And I think it just was really, not even really bad, but the fact that it was like the final straw for me. And it was the final straw for me because ideally I was already in the relationship, like closing up my heart. Like my heart was so guarded in this relationship after a while to where it was just like I was settling. And I don't know how many women can relate to that, being in a relationship where you know you're settling. That is the worst thing we as women can do. And a lot of times we tend to do it because of the fear of being alone or the fear of never being able to be in a relationship. And that other one that y'all love to do so much in a relationship is because y'all got history with the nigga. Like, we will stay because we invested so much time that we just looking for our profit. Like, I be dagged on if I spent all these years with you. I done built you up like a Build-A-Bear. And then you go and help Laquita out, and you the man to her that you should have been to me. Like, we will hold on to a man just because of the thought of that. Like, killing ourselves. Meanwhile, he laying down in the bed and we looking at him like, you was a no good dirty. Like, come on. But yeah, like, for me, it was history. Like, I done went through so much with you, I might as well be with you type of thing. And reality was, I knew that that wasn't who I should be with. Like, you weren't my final stop. You really shouldn't have been the first. But, it is what it is. You live and you learn. Every relationship, and I believe, for me, I don't know about you, but every relationship has taught me something, whether it was that there is a man who will cook and clean for me or surprise me with flowers or, just think of the small things, or a man who adores me, can show me that he adores me, or a man who can push me and motivate me. And then there's those relationships where we shouldn't have gotten ourselves into, but it teaches us what we should never accept from a man and what we should not allow to continue in our lives and what we don't want. It kind of teaches you what you want out of a relationship just because it was just what you didn't want. And then, no, that's not what you wanted. But, yeah, like, right now, this year has, it ended off so bad, y'all. Like, oh my God. Everything I'm doing right now is starting over, brand new. Like, I'm in this new home where I'm tearing everything down for it to be a fresh start and to look like something, because it looked like Joe's apartment and it just was horrible. And I end up moving over here after breaking up with my ex. So being with him for forever and breaking up with him and moving into this place. And then, like, before that, I had just got a new job and I was at my old company for like 6 years. So yeah, everything this year, it was like I started the year off thinking, oh, it's about to be lit. And then 6 months into the year, come to 6 months, it's like, boom, we about to change some up, okay? Yeah, I didn't curse y'all, so calm your nerves. I legit blinked it. But yeah, so that's where I'm at. And the good thing is during this whole process and me and him breaking up, you know, God always puts a filler. He always brings us a comfort. And I say that in a sense of, remember I said my heart was like really closed up in the relationship because I knew I was settling and that wasn't the person I was supposed to end up with. So I was really closed up. And I was settling to a point where I just felt like, well, maybe this is it for me. Maybe, you know, this is where I'm supposed to be because maybe I'll never find love, or maybe love will never find me, or maybe God doesn't have no one for me, or like maybe this is just it. Like maybe this is my karma. Like that's just how I felt. So I stayed for a long time because that's just how I felt. I felt that I did not deserve anything more or nothing was going to come to me. Like I'm about to be 31. So it's a lot that weighs in on that. But, you know, in the midst of him and I breaking up and my heart being crushed because of a lot of like scandalous things that I found out, I was so heartbroken, and I wasn't even heartbroken because of what he did to me. I was heartbroken because it was like, I settled for you. And my settle is not good enough. My settling wasn't good enough for me to even settle to where I have to end this. And I just gave up. I gave up on love. I gave up on everything. I gave up on the fact that I would ever be able to open myself up to a man ever again. Like, I just felt like I was hurt so bad to where I wouldn't be able to love again or trust someone enough to love again. But then I met Funeral Bay. And Funeral Bay is like not my boyfriend. Like Funeral Bay is that comforter, that comfort. And no, I'm not talking about the Holy Ghost, but that comfort that came in at the point where I gave up on everything. I second guessed myself because my ex, he like really broke me down to a point that I started feeling ugly. Like, I just felt like I felt less. Like, I felt less. I just felt less. And I've never felt that way about myself before. And honestly, women, anytime you get in a relationship and a man make you feel like you are less than, or a man has you second guess who you are, or have you decreasing your confidence, it's time to go. Don't even wait. And there's some men like him that are great at it because they are manipulators. But one thing we tend to do is we ignore the red flags, like even the minor ones, like, oh, he picked toes. Like, you know, we ignore minor red flags because we think, oh, that was just that once. But not realizing that those minor red flags are really a foot in door method. And a foot in the door method is, let me do this small thing to get my foot in the door and see if she says something. If she doesn't say something about that small thing, then I'm going to put the other foot in. And if she don't say nothing about that, I'm just bust on in there. And it's like they slowly manipulate you to the point that you are so manipulated, you don't even know you're being manipulated. And it starts by tearing down your character and tearing down the strong woman that you once were, to like weaken you in some area that they can just hone in and just embody and for themselves. But I met Funeral Bay, and Funeral Bay, so crazy, is because like one reason why I be in my feelings because I really miss him. It's not like we broke up or anything like that. It's just that space is in between us. But I met Funeral Bay, and in a matter of weeks, he like built up my confidence. He like, and he don't even know he did it. That's the crazy thing. Like, just the type of man he is. he doesn't even know that he did these things. He didn't even know what I was going through before he came into my life. He doesn't know that. He doesn't know. But like in a matter of weeks, he made me feel a way about myself. And when I say he pushed me, you guys, I've been wanting to do a podcast and a YouTube channel for forever. And because of him, like I'm finally doing this YouTube channel. Like he pushed me and he increased my confidence level. Like he made me feel beautiful again. Like I know I'm not no huge girl or whatever. I got still love handles and everything else. But my ex would like really like pick on the small things that I knew wasn't like serious. Do 5 crunches, they gone. But he will pick on the small things to where it made me feel so ugly. And I looked at it like I was this huge girl and, but Funeral Babe really like came in and he made me feel a way about myself that I hadn't felt for years since my ex. Like, since I was with my ex. Like, I have not felt this way the entire time I was with my ex for years. And he just built back up that, like, it came to a point where it was like, I started to remember who I was. Because I had digressed and died while I was with my ex. Just to be who he needed me to be. And just to take care of him. And to make sure he was good. I forgot about who I was, what I wanted, and where I needed to go. And just being around Funeral Bay, he just kind of like sparked that light back up in me without even knowing he did. And that was the great thing about it, is it wasn't no being fake or phony about it. It wasn't no type of manipulation, because he doesn't even know he did these things. He was just simply being himself. And he allowed me to be myself. Like, he was the first guy that I was able to 100% be myself, and he loved every bit of it. From the sarcastic mouth to like everything. He loved every bit of it. Every bit of it. So that was great. That was great. And here I am today. I would keep going, but I don't want to take up your time. I thank you if you're still watching and listening now, 17 minutes in. But, we can continue talking about this. If you want to know more, just like, subscribe, and comment. But I will continue later. But one thing I will say is, women, don't forget who you are. And the minute that you feel yourself digressing or just stopping from doing certain things because of who you are with or because of who you're trying to be with or attract, it's not for you. And if you have to change who you are, not because you want to change, not because God is changing you, but if you are physically and mentally trying to change who you are just for the sake of being with someone else, then you need to back away. Because it is a danger zone that you don't want to enter into, and you will end up settling. And I can say thank you, Funeral Babe, for allowing me to be me and bringing that spark back in my life. Thank you for allowing me to tear down the wall and realizing that maybe, not even maybe, that I will be able to love again, because that wall was like really blocked. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you next time. Have a good night.